All right, this is Jeff Zimmerman with FightNews.com. I got Andres Cortes, 17-0, 11 knockouts. Big fight Friday night on the top-ranked card against Luis Melendez, 17-2, 13 knockouts. How you doing, Andres?
I'm doing great. How about you, Jeff?
I'm doing well, man. And I know we've talked in the past, and you keep moving up the ranks, man. Knocking people out left and right. How are things going?
You know, I feel good. I feel like my last performance wasn't my best, but I trained really hard. I worked extremely hard to make sure I'm 100% ready for this fight, and I'm excited to show that Friday. I'm in the best shape of my life. I feel great. My energy is great. My weight cut is great. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, and listen, man, you're from North Las Vegas, right? So
Yeah.
you grew up in Vegas, the fight capital of the world. I mean, what drew you to boxing? Was it just because you were around it from the beginning?
Um, you know, Realistically, it was just a sport. My mother put me and my brother in. It wasn't like, I had family or nothing, you know, making us want to do that. It was just really a sport that just kind of like, in a way, I started when I was 5. So, um, we just joined, and I fell in love, and I haven't stopped. I never played other sports. I was really good at well, I was decent at like basketball, soccer. I wouldn't say good, but I was decent. But I never had like the passion I had for boxing. It was always boxing was number one, and I never really wanted to do anything else other than box.
Right, right. And now, this Friday night, again, you're making your way up the ranks. You're calling out all the big names. Navarrete, you got Shakur, Stevenson. Obviously, this is a Navarrete main event. Um,
Yeah,
Talk about camp preparation, because you're fighting a guy who's pretty damn tough and a Puerto Rican kid.
yeah. Jeff. He's tough, and I've heard a lot of things, this that, but you know I mean, it's just that's part of boxing. Everyone, in my opinion, everyone's tough, especially at the position where I'm at. You're not going to get easy fights, and I don't think a lot of people understand that. I want all the titles, so I'm willing to take out the best to get to the best. Melendez was one of the people offered to fight, so we made it happen. I mean, I'm not here to really pick and choose who I want to fight. I'm ready to fight whoever, and I really, really want the Navarrete fight. I really want a title shot. I think I'm ready, and honestly, I think I get Navarrete out of there. I think at 130. Don't get me wrong, hell of a fighter, and I think you know he's done great. Obviously in all his fights, but I think I'm gonna be the one to dethrone him.
Let's talk about him a little bit. I mean, he slices and dices people up pretty good, rangy, southpaw. What is it about his style that gives you that confidence that when and if you do face him?
I think I mean it's easy for me to say, but I think when they give me the opportunity, we'll see the holes that he got, because at the end of the day we're all human, and I mean you know I know what I can do, and I'm really confident in what I can do, and I know I can get him out of there, and it's just whether how soon I get the opportunity is really as soon as we'll find out.
Sure. And what about Shakur? I know that's a guy. I mean, he may be at 135 by that time. But would you like to fight Shakur down the road?
Absolutely. Like I said, I want the best. I really do want the best. I think Navarrete is first in line for me to you know, get me to that step. I want to, I want people to, I know I'm gonna go in as an underdog, but we want blood. So if that when that fight happens, you know, where someone's coming out bad, and that's what I want.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that would be a hell of a fight, man. And well, let me ask you this: has Top Rank given you any? I wouldn't say guarantees, but are they looking for you for that next fight potentially, or has that been
Honestly,
discussed?
no, there's been no talks about it, but I mean, I'm 130, he's the 130 champ, so it makes sense, But
Right.
yeah, there's been no talks about it, but I really, that's what I'm working for. I want my title shot, and he's the one I got to go through. And I mean, if it has to be, for the WPC, which is Ray Vargas and Foster, it goes for the same for them. I sparred Ray Vargas, and honestly, I didn't see nothing special. So
Hey, man, you're definitely not lacking confidence.
it's not really. I work really hard, and I definitely wanna show that I'm gonna back this up Friday. I'm not
Sure.
just speaking. No, I'm putting in my work. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. I haven't did any shortcuts. I didn't do any shortcuts. This isn't this isn't me just talking. This is me you know speaking with my work and everything behind it. I got a team that believes in me. I believe in myself, so you know everything's possible.
Sure, sure. And hey, listen, man, I kid you about the confidence, but you're in a sport. If you don't have confidence, you're not going to go
Yeah,
very far. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, no shortcuts for sure. And you want to fight, right? You want to fight a lot. I mean, boxing today, if you fight once or twice a year, some of these guys, that they call it a day, but you're looking to get in there a lot.
Yeah, for sure. After my last fight, well, after really every fight, I take 1 week off just to recover. It's not because I need it, just to recover, make sure everything, is good. And then I'm back in the gym. I mean, as far as my life, this is what I do. This is my lifestyle. I do, you know, I fight as much as I can, and if I could fight every month, I definitely would. I mean, I don't got nothing else going on other than boxing, so I mean, it's just the truth.
Now, like we talked about, you're in Vegas, known as the fight capital of the world. A lot of great fighters come through there. Who have you been working with? Do you work over at the Top Rank gym, and or where do you mostly work?
Top rank, Salas. Really, I go to every gym, everywhere that there's good work for me. I'm not really a type of guy that stays at one place. I like to really get all the best work around town, and if there's new guys in, I like to break them in first.
Do you ever get in there with like like a Nonito Donaire or any of the legends like that and kind of test yourself?
Uh, well, I sparred Gervonta Davis when I was about 17. That's how I earned my Mayweather Promotions contract, because I was originally signed with Mayweather Promotions, and that's how I got that. I sparred with a lot of people, even coming up. I sparred with Lee Shelby when I was like 15. I sparred Antonio DeMarco. I sparred um man, the list really goes on. I mean, I'm yeah, I love sparring. That's my favorite part of training is sparring. So whenever there is sparring, I'm excited.
Sure, sure. Well, I know you're probably getting over to the gym, but a few more minutes. We got Andres Cortes got a big fight coming up this Friday night on ESPN Plus. Listen, I gotta run some fights, man. I know you're a boxing guy. There's some. Hopefully, 2023 is the year of big fights. One of them we do know that's on this slate. Benavidez and Plant. Who do you like?
Honestly, I was watching Benavidez training videos last night because I'm a big boxing fan as well. I go back and watch boxing. Last night I was up till maybe like 12. I know that it's not that late, but I was just watching boxing and I seen his training videos were popping up, and I actually do a lot of the same similar recovering things he uses. So I know that, they're really beneficial. Um and I think that guy isn't playing any games. I've ran with Caleb Plant. I've seen him train over the years. They both work really hard.
Mhm.
I just think Benavidez is I mean, as far as I see on videos, I think he's more on a mission, and I think that hunger is gonna get him the win in that fight.
All right. All right. Hey, man. Yeah. Both guys, oh, I mean, they come to fight,
Yeah.
no doubt. What about Ryan Garcia, and you mentioned Tank being in there with Tank, so you probably have some insight there.
I mean, honestly, I'm just as like everyone. I don't really know, but I mean, Ryan has been looking a little bit bigger in his videos or whatnot. So at 140, maybe he does give Tank trouble. I don't know though. I really don't know. And the time off in the ring, that could do damage to anybody. So I wouldn't be confident in Ryan, but I do think that he could maybe do something. And I don't know, because I think even if he goes 12 rounds, I think that's a W for him.
For Ryan, if it goes
Yeah,
12.
yeah.
Okay. Interesting. What about Haney-Loma? And have you sparred with Haney at all, or Loma for that matter?
Um, no, I haven't sparred Haney, but we actually fought when we were really young. But because I actually went to middle school with him. So
Okay.
yes, yeah. So I've known Devin for a really long time. We have the same strength coach, but honestly, that's a tough fight. It's a tough fight, but the size difference on the two fighters, Devin and Loma, there's a big size difference on Haney that I think will control Loma. But honestly, I mean, Loma is a what, two-time gold medalist. I mean, I give Haney the win. I think he'll fight his fight in a smart fight and um beat him in 12 rounds.
Okay. And one more for you, Andres. If this fight ever does happen, I'm in Dallas, and we've been iced over here the last 48 hours or so. But if Spence-Crawford ever takes place, who do you like?
Honestly, I'm a big fan of both, but I'm a bigger fan of Spence, and I think Spence wins it just because I'm a bigger fan. I
Okay.
mean, I think that's a true 50-50, honestly. Spence, when I've thought he would lose, he's always came out and showed out. I thought after his accident he wouldn't be the same fighter, and I think he definitely is the same fighter. So I really don't know. I think that guy is truly special. And I mean, Terrence Crawford is definitely special as well. So I just edge Spence.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a fight everyone wants to see, and just based on that feedback, because nobody really knows until they get in there, right?
Yeah. I think that fight, I mean, all those fights really are true coin toss. So, that's why I think boxing's amazing,
Yeah. Yeah.
though.
Well, hey, if we can get 2 out of 4, or maybe 3 out of 4 this year, it's a good year for boxing.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
listen, we'll let you go on this. What should we expect on Friday night against Melendez in a fight that hopefully will lead to a title shot?
Expect the best Savage Cortez, there's ever been. I worked really hard. I wanna make a statement. I wanna impress a lot of people. Um, I'm doing it, you know, really just to get up on that ladder and get my world title shot. So this is it for me. This is a big night. Friday's a big night for me, and I'm excited.
All right, you heard it right here on Fight News. Andres Cortes, big fight coming up Friday night against Luis Melendez at the Desert Diamond Arena in Glendale, Arizona. I bet you're going to have a lot of fans, friends and family road tripping there.
Yeah, I will.
All right, catch them on ESPN Plus, part of the big Navarrete Liam Wilson fight. And man, I wish you all the best. And I can't wait till you get your title shot. And we'll be doing this again soon.
Thank you so much, Jeff.
All right, man. Thank you.